Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you guys doing alright. I think I am. As a single man, it's a little rough. Can't say it's fun. But for you single ladies that don't want to be alone, can you stop playing around because it's not looking too good. And unfortunately, the older you get, the longer you wait, the less practice and skills you'll actually have for a relationship. The more you wanna, I'm independent. I don't need no man. I'm happy by myself. You can be. And then a lot of you wake up around 30, 35 and realize you don't want to be. By then, you've run past a lot of good men. And the ones you want from the back in the day, see around that age, they're full grown men now. They probably already have a baby. They probably already have two to three other people they've been working on. Or maybe one. You get it? So if it's a player and he's not settled down, if he's like you and he's just doing his own thing, there's always gonna be a problem. It may not be the problem you want, but it could be a problem you can handle. Sound the horns. So without further ado, we're gonna bring back another wonderful lady and her grand life of being alone and not really having what all women need in their life. People. And your friends are only gonna be your friends until they find a man. Then they're just buddies.
Guess who's already had a full minty bee before noon? This girl. No, but actually, I just had a big cry, so I thought that now maybe we can talk about it and see if it's relatable or helpful.
Really? For the other women that gonna come back and not go online and just go talk to a man. 90% of the things you're gonna say and cover up the fact of you want a man. Doesn't matter if it's your man personally together or a man that's around you. You all need a man. Sound the horns. Now, you can need a man for whatever it is that you particularly need them for. That's what's ever up in your mind. But men, we don't pretend like we don't need women. We go without women, and since a lot of the bullshit's happened in our last three generations, men are not trying to, spoil their older years doing the same nonsense. So, it's going to be a little hard, depending on how you want to act.
For you guys, because that's what I do. So this might sound so silly, but like, I must be like starting my period soon because I just feel so overly emotional. But like, I feel like right now in my life, like I'm in my late 20s, and it's super awesome because like all my friends are.
Well, at least she's realizing in the late 20s instead of the, early 30s, late 30s. I really, with the odds of time, I'm not talking about the statistics or men or money or nothing, none of that shit that matters. The only thing that matters that I'm talking about for women in this current reality is time. That's the thing that works against you the most. That's why they call it Father Time. Daddy doesn't lose. The thing they call the wall, that's what the wall is. Everyone visits Daddy, and he never loses. If Daddy has enough time, oh yeah, Daddy is time. So he has all day to wait you out. And we break down. We get sad. We become unfit for things because we need to spend our time wisely. Now, it doesn't matter sometimes how old you get or how you look. You'll be a little overweight, a little underweight, whatever. How are you going to be around a man that chooses you? Because when you get older, oh yeah, it's like that when you're younger too. It's just you get to have a roster of men, and you think you're choosing them because you let them, you open your legs. It's my choice. You never chose that. You get it? You allowed them, but if you really chose, none of them would ever move out of their place, and they would all be your subjects until you found that guy and then said, now you are my man. That's choosing. Use wait in the whim, even if you're in a relationship. When that man says it's over, it's over. It's nothing you can do. If that man cheats and you catch him, then you say it's over. It's still dictated on his action, though. You get it? This is the hard truth that, unfortunately, the men that women are wanting. Because we're not talking about every man. We know you don't want them all. We know you don't want the bums, the uglies, the whatever the fuck it is that you don't like. We know you're looking for that average, the line, or above, right? But those men over there, they get to choose. You get it? Now I'm not speaking like I'm one of those men. I'm on the line, but I don't know. The Lord does what He does to me, and I ain't got time for the shenanigans. I flow over here. Even though we flow like water, you know, it's still like a river. It's contained, structured, and going straight down the valley.
Getting to these amazing milestones that happen in your 20s, 30s, whatever. Having babies, getting engaged, long-term relationships, and I'm up.
Wait up, those are milestones to women? If having babies and taking trips and, as soon as you say having babies, that involves a man, and then you say taking trips, that would involve the baby and the man that you might have a baby with. And we know you can have fun with your friends, but we know what you really mean. If these are goals, then you should be practicing and preparing. Waking up 26, 7, 29, and then saying, holy shit, I enjoyed I could do whatever I want in work and play Bad Bitch Summer and tell majority of the men that I'm gonna meet in my life, all these men I'm gonna meet and they're gonna drool over me. Cause she's not even she's about a 4, 5 in the face. She has all her makeup off. 10 points for that. To be on here and talking about you want a man and you come on with your natural face, 10 fucking points. Because now a man that would actually choose you can see your face and like, wow, I think she's cute though. She's not a 4, but I don't know. I don't really know how to judge, She's just a face. Some men are, what is that saying? Butterface. Ain't nothing wrong with a butterface.
Are getting to these amazing milestones
that's what makeup's for.
Happen in your 20s, 30s, whatever. Having babies, getting engaged, long-term relationships, and I'm obviously single, which again I like post about on here.
With the tears in your eyes and the fact that you're talking like you're about to cry, and you're mentioning man things but not saying it like you won't, like all you do, you just won't say it. This is why you just can't have it. The same way you say, I'm good, I don't need it. The Lord, scientists, girls, guys, grandpa, the young people, everybody knows if you keep saying something, you bring it forth. It's not magic. It's not whoop-de magic. No, if you keep telling yourself you're okay, you'll keep living the life of not being with a man. Thus, no men will be around you long enough because you'll be pushing them away because you want them at a distance because you're not ready. When you're ready, they're already got somebody. So your options are gone. Now you gotta go look for new men. But you're almost 30, so you want to have a baby still and get married, but you only got a 5 year gap, 10 year gap before you can have kids. So now you got to find a man, make him fall madly in love with you to want to have a baby at 30 something fucking years old. You know how hard that is? That's why men say you's got to play the game early and start looking early because a lot of men are not always financially good to be having a baby at 30 years old. You get that? That's why you do that shit young and you build with that man. So about time he's 30, 35 and all that, you're doing good things, he's doing good things, regular jobs, and y'all be good. And then boom, the baby comes, y'all got your pay rate. You think shit's is supposed to come, you pick a man that's perfect. That's for the fucking baddies and the women that been trained. Do you understand? There are moms out there that understand how hard it is to get the good guys that look good or average good and have the family quality, the real man shit. They understand that. They train their daughters for this. You never got trained how to have a boyfriend. So stop looking for those guys. You're trying to work on a boyfriend. Because a husband guy that's super they deserve women that are ready for them. That's why the Bible and everyone says I want someone equal to me. Equal comes at a really, it's in this day and age equals a negotiation table now. Because she'll look at somebody and say, well, they don't have enough money. And then they'll look at her and be like, so what? I wouldn't even pick you anyway. Then she'll go to the guy that does have money and he'll go, I don't want you neither. So she's double fucked. You get it? This is why when women are in their prime or not, you make sure you develop emotional skills, relationship skills, finding out if you even can tolerate living with a man. Because trust me, it's not always easy.
I love being a single girl. Like, I feel like out of all my friends, like, if it's gonna be anyone, it's gonna be me.
And now you keep saying it, you are.
I embrace it. I love to, like, live life.
You're not embracing it if you're crying making videos about it.
Traveled, and I feel really, like, empowered and independent and do things on my own and, like, preach that to you guys. Because as a woman, I think it's all.
And my father said, practice what you preach. So you keep on saying you like being single and keep on practicing that. And keep making videos about how you want to be with somebody though. And then maybe you'll stop practicing that and then you'll start preaching, I want to be with somebody. And then men will see you and be like, oh, she has the feeling. I can feel it now. Build up a mental barrier around you by constantly doing things that will keep men at a distance with your mouth, the way you live your life, right? Once you build that barrier, men can walk down the street and feel it and be like, nah, I'm not even gonna get nowhere with her. Even though you might see him and be like, whoa, I'll fucking marry that guy. But he could feel it like she's like rough. She's But you're in your dress, they talk to you for a couple minutes, and then those famous words come out. I'm independent. And niggas be like, oh God, this fucking headache. If you're independent, then you don't need me. And men really love to feel needed. It's kind of the thing that makes a man, do the extra shit. When a man doesn't feel needed, he doesn't want to put in his work. That's like going to a job that underplays you. Oh yeah, is that why most niggas don't do their job as good? Yeah, because they're not getting fucking paid. It's not worth the lemon's not worth the squeeze.
Awesome that we can do that. But then there's like these random times, and like right now I'm currently, moving into this new apartment, which I'm so lucky to have, and furnishing it, doing it on a budget. So like I'm Facebook Marketplace shopping. And
hey, I respect you for that. At least you're gonna be single. And you're doing your independent thing. At least you ain't wailing like all these other chicks, and you ain't here crying talking about I just lost my rent money and I lost my job and my car and I think I need a man now, but I ain't gonna say I need a man. At least you're actually handling your shit, and you realize like, yo, what the fuck was the point of getting all this stuff and not having no one to share it with? That's the point of getting stuff. You don't get stuff just to have it for yourself. What the fuck is the point of that? You don't believe me? Sit in your house all day by yourself. You'll really see how much of that shit you really love, because when no one's there, year after year, you'll see how much you love it.
And there's just like instances like this morning where I found a dresser that I really wanted. That sounds so stupid. And I just have like maybe 2 or 3 guy friends, if that. And the guy was like, it's heavy, like you're gonna need someone to help you. And I was like, okay. So I like asked.
When a man tells you, a woman, you're gonna need somebody to help you, that means no, don't even ask me. I'll just give that tip out there. If I'm a man and I tell you, you're gonna need somebody to lift that up, you should ask somebody. That means don't ask me, because I'm a man and men offer things like that because they're your friend, right? Or is that the guy you may have slept with and you thought he was really, you thought it was more than... Nah, that's all it was. You don't do anything else for him probably, so why would he do anything else for you? This is what that, you gotta pay for this, you gotta take me out, you. And I'm independent. When it comes time to be independent, the thing you do things on your own. That's when a man will be like, well, is he worth me using my precious energy? Because the money, we don't give a fuck. We use our energy to get the money with work. That's why we do that. We'll give you the money because that's our energy. We had to work to get the money. That's why we give it out. But when it comes back to physical labor again, I have to go to work in the morning. I'm not going to get paid for doing this shit for you. What, you going to give me pussy? See, this is what women think. They think they play these roles until your ass get older, and niggas start realizing like, nah, let me go check the roster. I'm not dealing with that.
My 1 or 2 guy friends that I have to help me, and one of them basically like said no or couldn't, and then the other one, and it's not his.
You should have offered sex or head. Got him to do it, and then said, my throat's sore. My legs are cramped. Watch how fast niggas would have came over it.
Fault, but like overslept and didn't show up. And one of them basically like said no or couldn't, and then the other one, and it's not his fault, but like overslept and didn't show up.
Shorty, what are you talking about? If someone overslept, it's because they said, I don't give a fuck. He didn't prioritize you. He didn't make sure you went to sleep the night before early, so he would automatically woke up. Men do that for women we care about, even if we're not hitting. When you're my friend as a girl, men do shit like that. See, that's how I know he was just hitting. He wasn't your friend. He was just hitting.
And yeah, it sounds silly, but the overall what message that all of it felt like this morning was just like helplessness. Like, my friends have these built-in people for them. Like, they don't have to ever worry about who they would ask.
It's not built in people. It's called forming relationships and not being an asshole to people. So later on in life, you can call on them and get a favor, and then they call you and you do a favor, and then that's how you build a relationship with a man, not having sex with him. But you must be useful. See, a real friend with a man, you can't play with the I might like to sleep with me's and flirts and no, he needs something. There's gonna be something he needs. A ride. He needs fucking money one day for something and he's late to work or whatever. Rent, whatever. See, when yous come through for real guys like that, the guys that you make take on dinner dates and they don't get to kiss you, nothing. And they've been trying to like be really your boyfriend. See that guy, if you'd have told him we're just friends, like we're cool, but I won't be friends with you. If it ever goes somewhere, I'll let you know. But if you could be friends with me, I need a responsible person like you in my corner because I don't really like you like that for some reason, and it is what it is, dog. If you would have been real with a man like that, you would have had a dude in the corner because he'd have been like, all right, she's my friend. I'm gonna stop trying to hit, and I'm gonna go try to hit on this other girl. And that's it. There's like 10 billion of yous. What the fuck do you think yous are so special for? If a nigga's not already fall in love with you or love at first sight, stop thinking yous are not replaceable. Just like every man's replaceable. If the person's not in love with you, they don't have time with you, you can be replaced. And if the person's in love with you, and if you have time with them, how many people we watch get replaced? Oh yeah. Never think you're not replaceable. That's what makes you not replaceable. When you have in your head, if I fuck up, I'll get replaced, you'll start worrying about fucking up. And when it comes to, making those mistakes, the ones you can choose, you won't fucking choose to fuck up. Because you know what it cost you.
That all of it felt like this morning was just like helplessness. Like, my friends have these built in people for them. Like, they don't have.
Men. Not built in people. Men. Women need to stop acting like you're calling each other for fucking lifting up refrigerators and I need my rents. And I need yous call men. If it ain't a cop that's a man, if it ain't a fucking brother, uncle, father, cousin, when yous need shit the most, yous always call men. Stop fronting. That's why men are not helping yous anymore. There used to be the white knights. We're hanging up our clothes. We don't give a fuck no more. Because we can't even get the fucking thank yous and the, yeah, he the man. We used to be white and white. You know why men white knighted and was a woman's friend? Because she was going to fucking find a woman for you and make you look cool in front of her and then you get play off that. But we don't even get that. So what's the fucking point of being a friend in a white knight? We don't even get our road dog. We don't get our wing girl. We don't get that no more. We get somebody that fucking plays games while they're fucking getting beaten in the head with sausage sandwiches.
To ever worry about who they would ask when they need to pick up furniture or build something for them or like just do those things and like show up. Like they found.
You mean a man?
And people for them. Like, they don't have to ever worry about who they would ask when they need to pick up furniture or build something for them or like.
Women don't pick up furniture, and unless women know they don't have men to call on, that's the only time they'll call on other women to come lift heavy shit, because more than likely, unless she's your girl, or there's no man, because if a woman calls another woman and says, yo, come lift this couch with me, she gonna be like, you better ask your brother. You ain't got long dick Larry on the side. What do you do? What do you mean? I'll help you, but let me see. Wait, let me see if I call my cousins. That's what y'all do. Y'all always go to men. And then once there's nobody to help, then you activate the truth. We independent and we gonna get this shit done. Now, break out the forklifts and get the belts and the fucking ropes and the fucking, we're gonna roll this thing down and we're gonna get it done. We're gonna prove to these men, motherfucker, there's inventions. We don't need you. There's inventions now. Men invented things so you don't need a man, and you won't even use the fucking things.
Like, just do those things and, like, show up. Like, they found that person. Like, they don't have to worry about it. And
I think it's called a dolly. You ever hear of a dolly? A dolly allows a weaker person to carry a refrigerator, and wheel it down the street.
And how you gonna get that bitch down the stairs? Yeah, you need man strength.
It's rare that I ask for help, but then when I do and then I can't get it, it feels because I feel like I would
be more nicer to men. The more nicer you are, genuinely, and you do things, and like I said before, they will always sound the horns. Out of all the billions of men, and there's always a man that if you're nice to him, he will be nice to you. Depending if he can handle the load, cause you'll fucking have a nigga move your whole house. you'll take advantage of that shit, and that's another reason why we stopped.
Do things for people that like wouldn't do the same for me. And again, like it's not their responsibility. Like they're not my person. They're not my boyfriend. Like whatever.
You're independent. That's the price of that. I bet if you threw them some dollars, them niggas would have came over. That's why some of you girls, you gotta keep the broke guy around. That's what the broke nigga for. He ain't there just cause he got a long dick and he's fucking spitting bars or he's rapping. No, the broke guy could use money. The dudes that are fucking got good day jobs, you throw them $100, they think about it and say, I can make that at my job. The broke guy, he's like $100. Hey, I don't have to scheme for the rest of the week. I come over and lift that refrigerator by myself. Like, you get it? Yous don't even know how to form relationships with certain different levels of men, so yous can get cheaper prices and still get the shit done. You know? It's amazing. But you know how to get $100 worth of drinks. I bet you know how to get that. You know how to get a fucking fly out session, right? But you don't know how to get men to lift up a couch? That's crazy.
But just on a like whole level of like I don't have that. And so it like really it's hard. Don't think enough people like give credit to like single girls. Like we're just always celebrating all these couples. It's what I do for a job. I literally am a wedding content creator. I'm constantly
Jesus Christ. Matrix. AI, whatever you are, stop it. Stop making them believe things that like, you know, and then she's a fucking bro. I don't really think being an independent, I want to be a lone woman and not be 100% sure. Now, if you're 100% sure, it don't matter. I've met women like that are literally be like, yo, brother, you men are you're useless to me. I have everything, and most of you are idiots. I don't care how you look. That shit don't intrigue me. You're a moron. You're a monkey. All you can do is pick things up and put them down. And I got money, so get the fuck away from me. You know? So I can see that. But the rest of you, it's like, yo, I can't imagine going to work and having I still want to be with somebody like she's saying on the late days, on certain days, I miss being with her. And your job is to watch people get married. I'd fucking like what? People that took those jobs usually were women that wanted to be married. That's why they took that job, so they could be around that type of shit, and then they can land the best man. They can land the fucking guy's friends or cousin or something. You keep going to the weddings, and you're like, oh, and then you eventually you're around men that traditionally do things, and then you be nice to them. And like what the fuck is what is your mom's teaching you? What is the girl, the woman, the actor, the fucking singer that convinced you I'm every woman, it's all in me? How come they didn't fucking tell you how to fucking wield the whip of fucking brain power over men and keep them in your lives? It's not like it can't be done. I hear this red pill shit all the time. Once a woman hits fucking certain age, she's single, you're done. You're dead to all men in the world. We all know that's not true. Well, sexually sometimes, because you just be wailing out and doing too much. But when it comes to she's naming regular shit, bro, and I've seen so many women do it. You realize that you need a man after you buy the big house, and then you gotta fix the steps. You gotta go fix the roof. You gotta fucking fix the toilet. You gotta take out the trash every day. You gotta fucking, the burglar comes. Then you realize, like, yo, I don't even really like men, but now I understand why grandma stayed with grandpa and didn't really let a nigga and told me to my face, I love him, but you know. And you can see it in her eyes that she's like, I don't love this nigga. Yeah, motherfucker, that's why they stayed. Because the real world's out there. And some fucking people are crazy, so you gotta deal with that. And if you deal with that responsibly, that means you'll stay away from shit. So that means you'll be in your house by yourself. And if a woman's in a house by herself, eventually you need strength. You need a man. You get it? This is why the fucking. Oh my god, I don't know what. I don't know how they got us to this point in life. I don't get it.
Around love and couples, and my best friend's having just had a baby, like, and I'm so, this is not me, like, boo-hoo, me, but I just feel like not enough people, like, give credit as well to, like, the girls, like, trying to do that on their own, and, like,
a lot of men give credit to the women that do it on their own because, like, the last at least 50 years, it's literally been women's time to celebrate the freedom you have of saying, I can die alone if I want because we can get good jobs now. I can work, save my money, retire, and I never got to worry about a man because I can get a man's job. You know, I don't have to just cook and fucking clean in a factory somewhere. I don't have to be a cleaning lady. I can actually go and do jobs and live a regular life. We love those things. Why? Because why the fuck would we be mad at you if you could do, like, men, listen, women must understand, good men never give a fuck if you work, have freedoms, or all, we want you to have these things. Why? Because it doesn't fucking bother me. It's other men that didn't want you to work at one time and have fair wages or whatever. Regular men don't give a fuck if their wife gotta go to work or stay the fuck home. Things don't work like that anymore, though. Everything in life is so high and costs so much that you want to be a stay-at-home wife with a man that's working, and that's not happening for majority of people. So that's why you waste all your time looking for the fucking 5%, 10% man, and they have all the options in the fucking world because that's real life. If you go back to caveman days, it's the same thing. Men that have resources and can build things and do things get women. And back then, more men can do that because it was all about you going out in the world and doing something. Now it's you better get a job and they don't pay a lot, so you can't. You can't get enough to raise your family comfortably. You can have a family, but you're gonna struggle. Sound the fucking horns. And a lot of women are getting this shit confused where you're gonna have to choose, just like men do. We've realized that that's why most men are not approaching women marrying and all this because we're like, listen, we watched our fathers get divorced or destroyed for not having money, belittled for not having money, and now I live in an age where I might not even be able to fucking retire. They're still in pensions and this and that and this. What the fuck is the point of me trying to have a family? And if I get a woman that fits me, but she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, well, I don't make enough for that. Well, you really do because most people don't realize how much do you really need to survive. If you actually only bought the things you needed and paid your fucking rent, you'd be able to have a family and still be comfortable. But everybody needs to catch up with the Joneses. That's why families and relationships are not an option anymore because people want to look fucking cute and stunt and go on trips. You don't want to build a family. You don't want your kids, you don't want to grow up, make money, know you're not going to get to spend it, and your kids get to start off their lives with money, with things, like you wanted to. That's what the whole point of that is. Most people don't get it though. It's a video game to use until the video game doesn't work exactly like a video game and you're stuck with a family and dreams of what you thought the future was going to be. And no, it's reality. You know? That's why you choose people you love. That, you know?
Having to do everything on their own and figure it all out by themselves. Like, it's not easy. It's not.
Why do you have to figure out things by yourself? Just because you want to be independent doesn't mean you don't get to ask people for help or things. And I don't know any woman or man that doesn't ask people for help. That's why my true reality is no one's really independent. When you take your ass out there in the forest and go build your own everything, then you're independent. Other than that, you have a boss. You have a fucking leader. You have a something. I don't give a fuck if you're a billionaire right now, nigga. You ain't the president. You got a leader, nigga. You don't make rules. You gotta follow rules. Independence means I get to do anything I want. You need your own fucking land for that. You can't do whatever you want. You have to rely on other people. If you're in a fucking city, for crying out loud, people with this fucking beat in your chest and I'm independent, I'm self-made, I'm this and I'm that. No, you're not. Your fucking ego's inflated. That's what you are. You have an inflated ego.
Oh, it's fun, it's hard, and it feels like. Anyways, cheers, good morning, happy Friday.
I have a question for all the ladies out there because I can't be the only one who's experiencing this lately. Nowadays, when you go out, are men just like really like weird? I feel like as the times progress, men are becoming more and more like, qu'est-ce que c'est? Made. Men not approach women anymore, or am I just ugly or something? Because
no, with your makeup on, you look like a fucking Victoria's Secret model. Your eyes are just stunning. But, yeah, I just said why we won't. Because you look like a model. So that means I'm gonna need model money for that model attitude you more than likely have. And since we don't, why the fuck would I even approach you? I will get to make you my girl on your I can't find a baller days, and then the baller comes around because he's like, look at this dusty ass nigga with that badass bitch. Man, get the fuck out of here. He can't keep that. Look, I'm going over there. I think I'm in love. No, he just wants to take what a man below him has. A man below him found a diamond, put all his work to shine it up, and then the next nigga comes and says, man, you ain't got enough to take care of that, dog. And then yous will be like, yeah, it's not that I don't love you. It's not you, it's me.
why is it that every time I'm out, this is what I see? That's all I see. Just eyes, like just.
Well, look at your body. Look, you're built
They don't
like
even blink. So
What are you talking about? You're built like a literal fucking what is it? The hourglass. You have a very beautiful face, and men are too broke to handle you. We don't even know if you have a bad attitude. You seem calm, collective, cool. You seem down to earth, but you'll make at least 80% because 80% of men are broke. You'll make them not want to even waste their time because like I just explained, either you're getting shut down, you're gonna get the ilk dusty, or we get you, and then fucking Sherlock Shalom comes along and it's all over for me. And now I gotta spend the next fucking 5 years recuperating. Like, yo, oh my god, I love the.
creepy and off-putting. They don't even ask for your number. They don't even ask for your name. They don't even ask for like. The most I get asked for is my IG or my Snapchat. Like recently, a guy could not stop staring at me, and we had a mutual friend, and he asked her for my IG, and I hate that because I.
What? I mean, I gotta say, that's a good thing women are getting sick of that, because I'm sick of yous talking about, yeah, here's my IG. And I'm like, I didn't ask you for your IG, I asked you for your number. So y'all lying. You lying, shorty. Men ask you for your number. Men talk to you. It's like what I said before. It's just not the men you want.
I feel like Instagram, like, if you go straight off the bat, straight into Instagram, instead of like getting to know me, texting, taking me out, you're just watching my stories, you're watching like what I do for work, you're watching your.
What is with you? See, this is another thing I'm getting sick of. What is it with women talking about text me? Listen, you're supposed to be the conversational one. They've beaten y'all brains down so bad. Don't y'all realize men don't like to text? Men like to talk. So I can hear your voice, you can hear my voice. I can't read if my jokes are funny by your laugh if you're writing LOL. I can't hear, I don't really want to fucking talk to you right now through a text when you give me your little I'm busy or whatever you do. Instead of, you don't understand why being this way is so detrimental to you. Women have forgotten the art of seduction, the art of hitting on a man slightly, so then he will go into the flow and say, "Oh shit, she likes me. Let me go show that back." Now it's a man gotta do everything. You gotta approach me. You gotta this, and we took that advice, right? And got shit on and shit on, and some dudes went to jail, and some dudes got punched in the face, and some dudes went on YouTube and Instagram, and you get it. So the days are coming where men are just like, no, I don't want to be the next joke. Now the ball's back in your court. If you women don't start speaking up, time's just gonna keep going. Period. Because, men, there's other women. Some will wake up, and the ones like yous that just won't, you won't.
Watching, you're gonna perceive me, versus like actually getting to know me, because social media, that's what it is. It's like it's a perception. If you watch my TikToks, you're perceiving me.
If I read your text message, I'm not getting a full conversation with you. So why don't you just learn the art of talking again? Because a lot of women, I've been meeting women since I've gotten back into even approaching women. That's all. Everything you just said. That's what you said. Oh, you might have my IG. And then if you don't get that and you get the number, it's texting. We're not fucking little kids anymore. Pick the fucking phone up and call me. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yous haven't done that so long, and yous don't even know what that shit is for no more. You'll get on the phone and be quiet. You'll get on the phone and be mad. A man asks you questions about your life. You'll get nervous, like, why is he probing my life? What is he trying to find out? If I like you or not.
And I feel like that's so me. Like, why don't you just talk to me? Like, I know it's not that hard, because back in the day, I used to get at men. Back in the day, I used to be the one write my number down on a napkin in the bar and hand it over to a guy, be like, hey, you're really hot.
Now, I give you respect for that, because a lot of women, that's one of the oldest, that's old trick right there. The only thing that beats that, well, there's probably plenty of things I ain't going front, but women, that's definitely an older trick from before there was phones, like when phones just started getting out there and everybody didn't have to fucking call each other. People actually went to your neighborhood. Men walked miles because they seen you, and then you talk to them. Yeah, I live over there, and you're like, fuck, you live all the way fucking damn. And we'd show up to your fucking neighborhood and call you out the window like, Gustine, I want to see you. And your father come out the window like, I'll fucking kill you. You get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. See, back in the old days, not having these devices made people do things. How would you feel if a man walked 3 miles just to speak to you out front of your door for 20 minutes and then say, alright, I'll see you tomorrow, and then he gotta walk another 3 fucking miles? That doesn't make you feel special? Not anymore. Now he's gotta drive 50 miles or fly you out, right? It's a fucking joke.
And then that ends up being my man for like 3 months. I've stepped away
Oh
from
my
my
god!
energy, so I'm not like doing that anymore.
You a nasty girl. You nasty, ain't you? You one of them Jesse, why you got them lips? Fucking 3 months. That ain't a relationship.
And have it hand it over to a guy, be like, hey, you're really hot. And then that ends up being my man for like 3 months. I stepped away from my masculine energy, so I'm not like doing that anymore. I don't chase, I attract. But even then, like, no.
How's that working? See, that's another thing I don't like when like this feminine, divine feminine, and feminine dish and women attract. You don't even know how to fucking do that anymore. You don't attract. If you did, you wouldn't be making a video about why don't men approach me. Because you lost your femininity. You think it's your tits looking nice. You got your makeup on. That's not femininity. That's That's a woman dressed up feminine. Femininity has a lot to do with your mind, your body, and how you move and how you do things. You know? It makes femininity attracts masculinity automatically. It's like yin and yang. It's a magnet. Even though they're opposites, they attract it together. You get it? This is what you don't get. You lost the shit. You dress up. You know how to talk it a little bit, but you don't know how to do it for real because then it would activate your soul, and you would be shining without even doing anything. And a man would see you and be like, I want you. I want you to be mine. I don't know what it is, but I want you. I like you. I want you to be mine. You know?
Nobody approaches anymore. Am I the only one? Do you guys get approached when you go out? Like, yes or no? Because I don't know if it's a thing.
Good
Like,
Lord.
I just think men nowadays are just really, they're thinking too, I don't chase, I attract. Like, it's, no, boy.
Yes, girl. That's exactly what it is. You just never get that. What do you think it means when a man builds his castle, he has his horse chariot car, and he's looking all dapper? What the fuck do you think we do that for? To attract you. Why do you think they say it's the bait? You wanna get it? You gotta get the fast car, the nice things. It's called I know what they want, and if I have these things on me, if I do these certain things a certain way, well then it attracts her. It's literally that simple. Now, for my regular viewers, I hope you guys are having a good day. I know I am, you know. Just another day watching life change and, you know, everybody switch places. It's very sad to see beautiful women and average women, which proves it's all women and it doesn't have a certain class. And these are Caucasian women, so it's not black women. And I've already showed the Spanish women and Atlanta. I showed every level of woman going through this epidemic of I want a man. I need a man now. And it's not just for all the things I got men for. Now I need them for those little things that I didn't think was so important. But it is. And it makes you feel good when men do those little things. All of that Cayman Islands to the Bahamas shit was dope, right? Yeah, but where are they now? They've long been gone. And all those regular men that confess their love to you and just wanted to make you theirs and put real work in with you, you know? Those guys, you know? You left them on the wayside. And unfortunately, with all the new internet stuff and the Bad Girls Club of telling every man online, you're not nothing, we don't need you, we don't believe you, average men are nothing, if you don't have a 6-foot cock and a blah blah blah, $6 million and 6 feet tall, then you're useless to me because only tall rich men are strong, and all these other stereotypes that you believe in your teenage years. I get it when you believe in your young years, you know? I can understand it. It's the same syndrome most men have. you know? I only deserve the hottest women, even though I'm 300 pounds and, you know, I deserve a family, even though I can't afford it. I deserve, you know, we all should inspire to have things, but unfortunately, deserving something in a world that changes the way it does changes what you deserve, you know? At least that's what I see it. Because, like I said, when you think about back in the day, there was a lot of average men and they had women. Easy. Married. 25 years old. You know, that used to be the limit. People got married in their 20s. Now, women are waiting to their 30, bro. 40. Talking about, yeah, I want to get married. You're a grandmother now. And you're about to be a mom. You get it? You're gonna be a while you're like, and I'm not saying it has to be that way because it doesn't. Those are the ancient ways so we can actually build the world we live in cities and people groups and nations and shit. So I'll never take that the old way away. But since we innovated and did it already, now people don't have to choose just to build. We can choose off, liking people and shit. And no one likes each other anymore unless you have a certain thing, which that's the most insulting thing to all the people that died and paved the way for us to have freedom to even fucking be doing the things we do. Men and women couldn't even walk down the streets, and shit wasn't safe. There was no unlimited coffee shops and movie theaters, and all people are fucking wasting so much time fucking doing the goofy shit. And I'm like, what the fuck else do you think there really is in the world to do? There's only two of the species, man and woman, and it's like, come on. When are people just gonna grow up, bite the bullet, and say, no relationship's perfect, and I may not get chosen by the person I want, right? And the person I want may not even been the right person for me. That's why it ended up the way it did. A lot of people say they believe in God or all these fate or whatever it is, these, this whatever. And it seems like people make every excuse in the world to not just jump back in the game when they want to get back in. I understand if you've been through things emotionally, got to get over whatever, or you got to build your money up, or a little something, get right. But as of so many people are wasting so much time. That's all you ever have is time. And we're all not promised the same amount. So, when you find someone you can share these moments with and these feelings with, don't waste it, because you can look around and see plenty of other people that did. Start actually looking around at the world. Stop just looking at all the people that's good. Start looking around and start realizing that homeless guy is there because he didn't team up with nobody because he wanted to do his own thing. That chick's out there homeless because she's independent and she didn't have college education. She didn't have family. And when life kept getting harder and harder because bills always go up, interest and everything goes up. So just because you can't catch up, the world won't stop. It won't. Get it? This is what partnerships. Oh yeah, I forgot that's what the fuck a relationship is. A partnership. All love, all praise to the Most High. See? Unfortunately, poverty
That's what brings relationships, not riches. Isn't that really strange? Poverty and extreme danger are the two things that will force relationships. Hey, what's up, man? Without actually, men clubbing women like back in the day, like, no one can protect your mind. When the more this society gets broke, the more women realize you need a man. The more society gets fucked up, the more men are gonna want women because, it's just the way it is. Even, what do they say? I forgot how the scientists say, like, there's a lot of people that when you could put them on like a desert island crash and they or some type of, when you almost die, right? Some people, it makes them horny. It makes them want to spend their last moments with somebody. Just like you want to hug someone, you want to be next to someone, you want to see someone. Because connection's the fucking only thing that's really worth anything in this world. And the thing right when you're going to die, what is everybody? Where's my family? I want everybody to see me and I want to go. And people are fucking wasting so much time trying to get money and all this other dumb shit. You don't even realize. About time you finish getting that, when you die, no one's gonna be there you're not gonna feel nothing. You're gonna say, I have all this shit and I feel nothing. Because no one's there. And all your money's gonna get funneled right back into the system. Someone's gonna move into your apartment. People are gonna sell your clothes. All your shit's gonna be recycled back onto other people. And it's gonna be like you never fucking existed. All love, all praise to the Most High. For many other my brothers and sisters that are gonna have that life, that means have fun with your life. If you know 100 years from now, no one's going to even know you exist, why the fuck are you worrying about what the world thinks of you? Why are you worrying about what anyone thinks of you or what you're doing when in 100 years from now, the people that are telling you no, they'll be long gone, you'll be long gone, and every fucking thing y'all decided to live, nobody will even know y'all existed. You get that? See, when you can embrace that, you can embrace your short life, You can face it and start, water tastes better, air is better, sex is better. You know why? Because it ain't gonna be there. So when you get it, you're thankful for it. You understand the importance of having relationships and how hard it is for everyone to have one. You get it? And that appreciation is what makes you do the work. I hope you guys learned something. All love, all praise to the Most High.